Jimmy Kimmel has spent decades making people laugh as one of America's most popular late-night hosts. Known for his quick wit, relatable humor, and emotional sincerity, he became the face of Jimmy Kimmel Live and one of the most influential voices in modern television. His comedy sketches, celebrity interviews, and heartfelt moments earned him both critical acclaim and a loyal fan base. But behind the laughter and success, the story of Jimmy Kimmel is far more complicated. Now at 57, his journey has been marked by tragedies that have shaped his life and career in ways many viewers never realized. One of the most heartbreaking chapters in Kimmel's life came in 2017, when his newborn son, Billy, was diagnosed with a serious congenital heart defect just hours after birth. Kimmel publicly shared the story in an emotional monologue on his show, breaking down in tears as he described how doctors had to perform open-heart surgery on his tiny baby. For someone who had spent his life making others smile, this was an unimaginable tragedy. While Billy has undergone multiple surgeries and continues to recover, the ordeal left Kimmel and his family shaken. It also pushed him into the national spotlight in a new way, as he began using his platform to advocate for children's health care and speak out against political policies that threatened access to life-saving treatment. But the tragedy of Jimmy Kimmel's story does not stop there. His career, though wildly successful, has also been filled with painful controversies and personal struggles. In the early years of Jimmy Kimmel Live, and he faced criticism for edgy comedy bits that later resurfaced in a more critical light. Old sketches and jokes were dissected by the media, with some accusing him of insensitivity or poor judgment. These controversies weighed heavily on Kimmel, who had to publicly apologize and work hard to rebuild his reputation. For a man whose career depends on public trust, the experience was both humiliating and emotionally draining. Kimmel's personal life has also seen its share of challenges. His first marriage to Gina Maddie ended in divorce in 2002, a painful chapter that forced him to balance his growing fame with the difficulties of family life. Though he later found happiness with his second wife, Molly McNerney, and built a loving family, the pain of his earlier struggles never fully disappeared. He has often spoken about how difficult it is to manage the pressures of television stardom while also trying to maintain normalcy at home. The relentless nature of late-night television has also taken its toll on Kimmel. Hosting a nightly show for more than 2 decades has left him physically and emotionally exhausted at times. He has admitted that the grind of writing, performing, and staying relevant in an ever-changing media landscape has been overwhelming. The weight of public expectation, especially after his son's health battle, made the burden even heavier. For someone who thrives on making others laugh, the pressure to always be on has often come at the cost of his own mental health. Now at 57, Jimmy Kimmel stands at a crossroads. He remains one of the most respected figures in late-night television, but the tragedies he has faced continue to define him as much as his comedy does. His son's ongoing health struggles, the scars of past controversies, and the personal sacrifices required to maintain his career have all left deep marks on his life. The heartbreaking truth about Jimmy Kimmel is that even as he brings joy to millions, his own journey has been filled with pain, sacrifice, and fear. He has endured moments that no parent should ever face, and he has carried the weight of public judgment while trying to stay strong for his family. At 57, the tragedy of his story is not just what he has gone through, but the reminder that even those who make us laugh the hardest are often carrying the heaviest burdens behind the scenes.